Guys, what's poppin'? It's your man AB tapping in. I gotta tell you about today's sponsor, Beard Organics. Look, it took Lou 49 years, but he finally was able to grow a beard, but he's doing the smart thing and he's taking care of it, all right? When he goes to the barbershop, he brings his kit from Beard Organics with him. First things first, you gotta use the beard wash. It is no point in doing all this extra work if your beard ain't clean. The foundation gotta be right. Next thing, you gotta hit it with the conditioner. That's gonna make it soft, and trust me, your lady friend will thank you. This is all natural and organic ingredients, so you ain't gotta worry about your face breaking out or no other weird stuff happening. Lastly, you gotta hit it with the beard oil. Couple of drip drips here, drip drip there, and when that light hits your beard, it twinkle and glisten. When you step out, people gonna ask you, yo, where did you get your beard products from? You can point them straight to beardorganics.com. Don't forget, let them know if you buy 3 items or more, you get an extra 20% off. So I don't know what you waiting on, but go to beardorganics.com. They got products and accessories. Go and get yourself right and let them know on deck sent you. Hey, what it do, what the business is?
It is another week in the books with the On Deck TV show. I am Spike Lou.
Man, holla at your boy Animal Brown, Animal_Brown if you're looking for me on socials.
Absolutely. I am Spike Lou on those same social sites. First show of the new year. AB, how you doing?
I'm feeling good, man. Happy New Year if it ain't too late to say that. Might as well. It's our first show. Looking forward to it too, man. Had a nice break. Needed that.
Yeah. Been going a while. The people been asking where we was at. We back. Back in these streets. Let's go. Let's get it. How was your New Year?
Now, it was solid. I went to see, real quick though, I went to the T.I. Symphony joint, the 20 years of trap music, or 25? How many? 20.
20, yeah. Maybe 20. Damn, don't put it on us. It's got to be 20 because
it got to be 20. Yeah, Dan, don't put 25. It was 20. He did a good job. It was pretty dope. His transitions weren't as smooth as like Jeezy's. He tried to tell a story, and it was okay. It just wasn't as good as Jeezy's. So right now, Jeezy definitely got the top spot when it comes to the hip hop symphony joints. But it was solid though.
So you went to Jeezy, Ross, and Tip.
Yeah, and I saw Jeezy Nelly had one in Nashville several years ago. I went to that one too.
Oh, that probably was the best one then. Easy.
Absolutely not. It was easily in last place. Easily.
No Nelly.
What you have for New Year?
New Year's. What do we do, man? Since we've been here, I went to go see The Color Purple with my family on Christmas. It was for New Year's. I just chilled, man. I didn't want to be out in the mix and nothing going on. So,
what was The Color Purple about? Is that your put on?
No, it's not my put on, but it was solid though. It was way better than I expected, being that it was a musical.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I was really not in it for the musical bag, but my whole family went, so I definitely enjoyed being around them, and they enjoyed it too. It was some good scenes in there. So, have you even seen the original? You got to check with you.
I don't think I've seen the original.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Is it though?
It is.
Are we sure it's insane?
Color Purple is a hands down classic. Anyone you had, like you have to have seen the original. This version was like Color Purple light.
In what way though?
You know what I'm saying? Like the other one is heavy. Like it's some heavy shit going on. This one just alludes to the heavy shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was good all in all though. It was good.
Sounds like a skip.
What we got up for this year?
What we got up for today, man? Listen, your man Ice-T hops on Twitter to talk about the Def Jam Vendetta game, what the holdup is with that. Some people are looking forward to that. Dr. Umar gives his reasoning for why Eminem can't be the GOAT of hip hop. And 21 Savage drops a trailer for his new biopic. Who had the 21 Savage biopic on their 2024 bingo card? You let me know. But first, let's have a quick roundup of last year. Since we get a chance to do our top albums, do you have a top 5 or 10 albums of 2023 that you want to let the people know?
I might can muster up 5. I do know my number 1, hands down, was that Killer Mike.
Anticlimactic list, starting from the top. That's different.
I want to start from the top because I want everybody to be known as how good that Killer Mike was. I'll go back down to 5 now. I'm gonna cheat on 5. Okay. And I'm just going to say Don Tripp. He put out 10 projects.
12.
And there's a lot, 12 projects. And there's a lot of material. And I can take songs and combine them and have one hell of an album.
That's a
So I
fact.
got Don Trip as a collective at number 5. I got number 4, Don Toliver's Lovesick. That was banging.
Fire. That's complete
Yeah.
flames.
It was a great album. I really couldn't believe that I liked it as much as I did, but I was fucking with it, man. I was here for it. Excuse me. Number 3 was Payroll. I'm looking for the name of it now, and
I
maybe
mean, it wasn't that
you have it
good.
off the top of your head. No, it was
I
that
mean,
good.
I
It
mean,
was
it wasn't that good.
that
Not
cool.
even gonna
I
hold you.
can't think of the name of the Payroll album, but it was Payroll's album that he released this year. And number 2 was my man Larry June, The Night Shift. Those are the 5 albums that I enjoyed the most this year. And I'm still looking for that Payroll name. But what 5 did you have?
I went for 5. I went Travis Scott, Utopia. I thought he
Mm,
beat the allegations, the Astro World situation. He bounced back. We were wondering what type of joint he was gonna come with, like energy wise, considering that hype music is kind of what got him in this situation to begin with. You could say he didn't hold back. He had a nice mix of tempos and stuff, man, and even the hype shit. He's been performing on the road as we speak, doing the same song like 10, 11 times in a row. So that energy is still there. Um,
yes.
at number 4, I got Don Toliver, Lovesick. I try to tell you about Don Toliver for the last 3, 4 years now. He's the
I
only
get that.
young auto tune nigga that I can listen to.
Yeah.
Everyone else, it gets old. But to me, the way he put his shit together, like it's a whole vibe. He
Mhm.
he is undefeated out here. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's a super dope project. Even the deluxe edition, he went back and did the deluxe with about 5 extra joints, and all of those slapped. I like, God damn. So like, I highly recommend that Love Sick by Don Toliver. It's dope. Number 3, I have Larry June, The Great Escape with him and Alchemist. That shit was everything I wanted it to be, everything I needed it to be. He would come out with a second one with that other dude from the West Coast. I can't listen to dude beats though. I ain't even
You
gonna
didn't
hold
like
you.
it.
He be
That
doing
was the one
payroll
that I
beats and
picked.
shit. That Cardo
Yeah.
shit, I can't listen to that shit.
Carlo got
He's only
ways
got
or
a
something like that.
he only got a couple on that, but that Great Escape
Yeah.
though is straight through. Number 2, I got Nick Grant, Sunday Dinner, very
Mm.
grown, mature. Out the gate, the first song is worried about a classic, and he talks about people asking him, "And when you gonna put the classic out? When you put?" And he got real shit going on in his life. That let me know he set the stage right there. What type of time he was on? Very dope project. Everybody know he can rap. It's just about being able to put enough songs, good songs together for a full body of work. He did that on this Sunday Dinner joint. And then lastly, number 1 is absolutely Killer Mike album, Michael. I'm not even gonna hold you. He said it when it came out. We said it when it came out, and it held steady throughout the rest of the year. I'll
Thanks.
give it to him, man. The Killer Mike is dope. It reminded me, it gave me shades of the Sci-Hi, no dope on Sunday. It kind of it gave me a version of that. Two Atlanta niggas, obviously. That's not street niggas, but they're not like square. They're kind of like one in, one out. They got a good perspective of both, and they're both wordsmiths. So that's kind of why where I get the comparisons. But that Killer Mike was banging. I was fortunate enough to get my vinyl signed by him, and he seemed like a real nigga. So I'm fucking with Killer Mike. Anything Killer Mike got on, I'm fucking with him.
You was in the video too, man.
I was not. I definitely. And they try to ask me to stay for the video, nigga.
That's
Definitely
funny.
geeked out.
The name of that Payroll album was Ghost Mode. So that was pretty banging.
Skip mode.
Um, no, but I agree with everything you said on that Killer Mike. He, I think you could tell what his initiative was when he started making that album, and he
Hmm.
definitely got it done. He did what, you know what I'm saying, he wanted to do with that album.
Now he took his time
So,
and it sounded like it. Some honorable mentions real quick. I've got Drake on the
mhm,
outside looking in on that in that
I
sixth spot.
believe you got it outside
Um,
looking in.
but I think that album is extremely overhated. A lot of people reached when it first came out, but it's actually really, really solid. It's not his best work, obviously not, but it's nowhere near the steaming pile of mid that people tried to make it. And then right behind that, I got Reason Porches. That's his best album by
Facts.
far. TDE's botched the rollout,
That
fumbled his
definitely
whole shit. I don't know
is.
what they got going on, but the album is banging. And then Gunna at number 8 to A Gift and a Curse. I got to give it to him. You
You
want to
wanted
talk
to
about,
put that gun at one.
you said who?
You wanted to put that gun at one.
Absolutely
You,
not. But it's banging though. I give it to him. Back against the wall, it reminded me of when Ross had them CO accusations, and he came out with that deeper in rap. This is giving me that all by himself, no features, no Metro, none of that shit.
Mm,
Hey, he came doing the clutch.
he definitely did. And those are our top 5 albums of 2023, which leads us to the next part, AB.
Mm,
We did our top 5 albums of 2023, as I just said. For 2024, what are the albums or projects or things that you are anticipating in hip hop?
man, two off the dome. One that was supposed to come out. Actually, let me stop. Three off the dome.
Mm.
Two that were supposed to come out in 2023. That's Pusha T's Gangsta Grill. That didn't come out. It was supposed to. And of course, J. Cole's Fall Off. The way he's been on a killing spree with these features, he is obviously in his prime. I would love to hear what his next body of work sounds like. You could argue his J. Cole's got the most at stake because his discography, people will say it's hit or miss. I
Yep.
like the off season. I've heard people tell me like the off season was cool. It was 1, 2 listens and they were done with it. And then of course you got the one where he was talking about folding clothes. That album was some slaw. And then depending on where you sit on his debut in Born Center, you might look at J. Cole's catalog as being like, eh. So he could use another 2014 right about now to match the level of his bars because he's killing it on the skill level, but he need another full body of work. And then third, Benny the Butcher, Everybody Can't Go is his Def Jam debut. It actually come out this month. I'm really looking forward to that. Only 12 songs, right in that sweet spot. Benny's been gassing it up a lot on social media. I'm very interested to see what it sounds like. I'm watching he got like a little documentary and shit going on YouTube. I'm checking that
Got a
out.
vlog with it.
I'm looking for that. I'm looking forward to that.
Hmm.
Excuse me. So those are my three that I'm kind of anxious to see what they do.
It it seems like forever ago that he signed a Def Jam. So you saying that this is his first Def Jam project seems
Facts.
crazy. But I definitely am waiting on that. The three that I would say are for sure the Pusha T and DJ Drama. I'm waiting on that, especially to hear what he has to say, his updated views on things, as far as what we'll talk about later. Also, Rhapsody has said that she's coming out with an album this year.
Ooh.
So I want to see how she navigates how the game looks right now, because it is heavily female oriented, but not necessarily her style.
Yeah.
But everybody knows she can rap her ass off. So I want to see, can she make some traction with the Rhapsody album? And they say it's gonna happen. I don't believe it until I see it, but I am waiting on it because I enjoy his projects most of the time. And Schoolboy Q,
Oh yeah.
Top Dog should be back. Schoolboy looked like he was in the studio. That little real little clip that they had, it sounded like it could have been something. So I think, and Schoolboy know how to make a hit. So I think that if he does come out, then you're gonna get a big record from him back to like studio and when he was making shit like that. So those are the three that I'm waiting on the most.
Yeah. And you could argue because TDE is because J Rock was supposed to come out late last year. That East
Mhm.
Side Johnny, and I'm looking forward to that. So really, if we can get
Mm.
Schoolboy and J Rock,
And J Rock, yes.
let's go ahead and get the rollouts ready. Give them about 3 or 4 months in between, and
Yeah,
you can
all of
goddamn
that.
it drop in the spring and
Pause.
late summer, and then y'all could have a nice little bounce back from last year. That would
Facts.
be dope. And Rhapsody, she put that single out with Hit Boy. I need Hit Boy to do all 12 of them. I need Rhapsody and Hit
That's
Boy.
true.
Let me get that. Don't cheat me with one. I need the whole project. I'll definitely be here for that.
And that could get her some traction too, because those one producer albums are popular now.
Facts.
So that could definitely get her some traction and more people talking about it because, of course, Nas been working with Hit Boy.
Yeah,
So
need
yeah,
that.
that would be
Even
fire.
though, even though, real quick though, Nas, Hit Boy, he got to tell his dad, he got to chill out. His dad got to chill out. I
I
love the
believe that.
story. I swear I do. He getting out, he putting music, he's living his dream through his son because his son made it. Now he's able to put out albums and work with artists like the Games. Hey man, it's too much banging for me, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. It's like it's 1994,
That's
man.
all he
Like,
know though. Like his dad is like from that era for real. Like that's where he
I
built
get it.
his bread at.
I get it, man. But
When
bro,
you
I'm
say
too.
too much banging, what do you mean? Like just what he talking about or something
Yeah,
like what you talking?
it's too limited, man. It sounds crazy coming from like an older cat.
Mhm.
Like I'll let it slide from a young dude. From an older cat, it just sounds like I don't know. It sounds like he's stuck in the past. That's what it sounds like. And that's
But
that album with
I
him and
mean,
Game wasn't nothing, nigga. That was one and done, buddy.
that's funny. I mean, he did just get out though, so he got to adjust. Maybe he'll adjust, and you'll see what you're talking about.
Get
We're
some
looking
Ghost
for.
Riders now. Adjusted them Ghost Riders respectfully. Them
That's
beats
funny as
hitting.
hell. You hear boy dad gonna rap a Nas song. You know, Nas said he'd write a song.
I'll take it.
Nigga whole style gonna change. I'm like, man, what happened? That's
That
hilarious,
nigga
dude.
spitting. The fuck?
Nigga sound like Nas. All right. Next, man, we back into beef early for 2024 AB. If you didn't see it, Finesse two times dropped a brand new song and he used that Gangstafied beat from No Limit. Weren't wondering when somebody would sample that. The song is also called Gangstafied. He called Lil Wayne a bitch ass nigga in there, AB, or something to that extent. Do you think this is a big deal, little deal, or no deal?
Apparently, it's no deal because he came out and said that that was just, them being brothers. And I think he showed him love on another freestyle that he put out the next day. So that was a nice troll. He probably should have let it breathe a little bit more before he put out the other song.
Yeah.
But let me be clear though. I'm so glad somebody flipped that Cain and Abel Gangstafied and did it
Oh my God.
justice. Thank you. It took 35 years, but they flipped it. They did it right. Finesse two times was snapping on there, and BG sounded good on
Yeah.
there too. Like he wasn't trying to chase the beat or nothing. It sounded good. BG has sounded solid since he came out. The little project he got with Gucci was actually not that bad. They got some shit on there. He sound good on here. I'm excited to see what he got going on. But the disc was random though. Like nigga, between him and Cat Williams, these niggas starting 2024 off nigga with violence, nigga. Like
Niggas
they
got their guns out.
yeah, they like fuck the world. So I'm like, oh, okay. And they got people talking. So I'm glad they got people talking. They got people hearing the sample, people asking where it came from. That's cool. But it seems strange, but I don't see it as no big deal. What about you?
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal either, of course, and especially since he came and dropped not dropped, but he gave comments about it. He said, what did he say here? Damn, I had to pull it up and then it's too long. But he basically just said, y'all know how I go. My nigga Boosie went home, my dog was steady blowing. Weezy touring. Okay, that's the verse. And then he said, I tell that nigga I love him and I call him a bitch. All in
Yeah.
the same sentence, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, man, look, this is family business. You know what I'm saying. So obviously we're supposed to know what he's saying.
Oh, clearly.
And if he thinks it's cool, then I guess it's great. I don't think Lil Wayne is too worried about this. Somebody probably was in his ear, as we've often talked about here with rappers, and telling him, hey man, this is how you've been getting traction from being out and doing the free BG stuff, but now if you throw a little diss in there, you'd really get the internet's talking, and that's the thing that rappers try to do nowadays. So BG just adjusting, man. I don't think it's a big deal at all. I wasn't expecting a Hot Boys reunion tour anytime soon anyway. So yeah, I think he's just adjusting, just having fun with it, seeing how stuff catches on, testing the market here and there. When he do want to diss somebody, what he need to do.
Yeah, the talk
I'll say
the
little deal.
the tour wasn't gonna happen anytime soon. Like I said, Wayne too busy. Wayne booked and busy. He's trying
Yeah.
to get to the Super Bowl next year in New Orleans. Like he not even thinking about this year is already a wrap. He ain't got no time left on his calendar for 2024. He booking for 2025 at this point. And so I already thought the scheduling conflicts is gonna throw that off anyway. But it is weird or somewhat weird that they haven't connected yet though. We haven't seen the
Mm.
picture. We haven't seen Wayne saying, shout out my guy BG. We haven't seen, at least I haven't. It hasn't come across my radar if he did say it or shouted him out. But that's kind of strange. So where BG is saying, oh man, it's just all love, it's joking. Actually, it seemed like that's probably coming. There's some truth in that jest that he's claiming to just be fucking around. But BG ain't, he out here though.
That was just a test of water. If he gonna diss him, I think he'll do a real diss later on and really use some platforms and things of that nature. I was about to say something about this before you just said that. Damn, BG social
Gangstafied.
media gangster fight. A beat is banging. It's
Listen,
like let's not that get mistaken in any sense of the word. That beat is banging.
I'm here for the flips on the no limit bangers. Somebody got to do the shocker next because I've always liked that piano. Somebody got to
Mm.
flip that. There's several
Half the
other ones,
beats
man. Call
they
me.
stole half them beats, so it ain't too many that you could do.
What? Now they
Most of
said,
they
oh, yeah,
beats,
P sampled his ass off,
yeah,
but
most of they beats with samples in it. The banging was my favorite one. Was the
that's
samples.
true. But that
So
was
yeah,
cold though. They killed that gangster fight.
yeah, that's a
Uh,
fact.
Next up, man, 21 Savage has teased new music. There was a billboard of 21 with the little black and white American flag that kind of started popping up recently, about a week or two ago. We now know what that's in reference to. He has a movie called The American Dream, the 21 Savage story, with Donald Glover playing 21 Savage. We
Oh
got
my
your boy
God.
Jabari Banks from Bel Air playing Metro Boomin. And we got the young boy Caleb, just forgot his last name, from Stranger Things, playing young 21 Savage.
The black dude from Strange.
The black dude, the white dude from Stranger Things would be funny as fuck.
Yes.
Uh, 11 from Stranger Things playing young 21 Savage.
Oh, that's funny.
um, it's a real thing. The movie comes out on Independence Day. The soundtrack comes out this Friday. Are you here for the Donald Glover portrayal of 21 Savage?
So the movie comes out July 4th as in theaters.
Yeah.
I'm here for the I do want to hear the soundtrack. I bet it will be banging. But what I'd love to hear 21 Savage's story. I just think that putting Donald Glover as 21 Savage is just so you can get people in the seats. And I guess that's what you got to do. You're trying
Yeah.
to sell a movie here. He's a famous name. But I would have expected it to be a lot more gritty, had some no-name people in there that you didn't know. That way you can process the story better and focus more on that than you do, oh, that's Donald Glover playing 21 Savage, which is insane. Like, I just don't see how that fits at all. Now you're telling me that the dude from Stranger Things is in there too. Like, I would have rather it just been a less familiar cast and you telling the story of what Zone 6, I think that's where he from, East Side Atlanta. You just telling that
Britain. He's from the
story
UK. That's where he's from.
with that. Well, then it makes sense. Then I would love to see 21. I mean, Donald Glover play him with the accent and all of that good shit. That would be funny because he could pull it off. But no, I'd rather just see some no-name people, man, and make it grittier. This don't look like it's gonna be gritty, and maybe it's different from what we're expecting it to be too. Maybe it's not just a coming of age story like Get Rich or Die Trying or 8 Mile or something like that. Maybe it's completely different. If Donald Glover has something to do with it, I think we can expect some curveballs in it as well. So yeah, I'm here for the soundtrack. I'm really not a fan of the casting, but I definitely will check it out. What say you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. The trailer made it look like a parody. It
See,
looked like, yeah, he tried to do the little meme and shit. I was just like, oh, bruh. Donald Glover playing 21 Savage is insane.
this is crazy.
Like, and I'm a huge Donald Glover fan. I'm a huge Childish Gambino fan. I hope he gives us one more album. I love to see his next project that he got on TV, whatever he's producing, he getting behind. I'm here for it. This is a stretch though. And he
Yeah,
talented as hell. The nigga can rap, sing, do stand-up, act, write. He can do all that. I don't know
facts.
if I don't know if pulling off 21 Savage is one of those things though. So I'm skeptical. I'm on record. I'm skeptical, but I'm gonna go fuck with it. I think it's interesting he's dropping the soundtrack so early though. That's
When
kind of
does the soundtrack come out?
Friday.
Can the movie come out in the summertime?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought that
see,
was.
this might be some different type of marketing too. It might be some bullshit they got up.
They said in
Like just
theaters.
some different kind of rollout. I guess if
It
it
looks
does
like a
say in
skit,
theaters,
so I wouldn't be surprised.
some crazy ass rollout today and some new shit that we ain't figured out yet. Well, we won't say, oh, that's a rollout like we do with everything else. Maybe it's something new he done figured out.
I ain't gonna lie, the
That's
song in
hilarious.
the trailer banging though. With that, he got that Rolls
Yeah,
Royce sample in there. That's
that's why I'm
hard.
waiting on it. Absolutely. I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on the soundtrack. And 21 Savage fuck with everybody. So
True.
everybody's gonna be on there. It's gonna be banging.
I agree.
All
Drake
right.
gonna write half his shit. It's gonna be banging for sure.
I don't believe Drake right for him.
Come on, man. You
What I was gonna say on the last topic is Lil Wayne is definitely not doing a tour. He waiting on that Vegas residency.
Oh,
That
I
that
could
Lil
definitely see
Wayne,
that.
that Lil Wayne Vegas residency, as that's the next thing, I think.
I can see that. He got a man. I wish they'd have a remix to this, man. I would love to hear him on that beat though. It
Who
ain't
is
gonna
that?
happen on that gangster on that
Lil
finesse.
Wayne?
Yeah, that'd have been
Oh my
hard.
God.
That would have been,
Yeah, that would be
that
that
would have
would
been
be banging.
tough.
That would
Hot
be
about that.
banging.
Cancel
But
that.
let's
He
rip that
BG
though.
blew that though.
That's all. It's a wrap. Next, my man's Dr. Umar, man. Fresh off his appearance on the JBP podcast. where they did numbers over there and had a great conversation. Dr. Umar says that Eminem can't be the GOAT of rap because he's not black. AB, do you buy that?
First off, shout out to Dr. Umar and Joe Budden because that ran the week before Cat Williams blew it out the wall. Nigga,
Yeah.
I forgot all
That
about
was
this.
it, yeah. That was it before, yeah. Cat Williams came and goddamn did a tidal wave. That
Well, that's
man is a
first
man,
off
this sidebar. That Cat Williams is a master
tough.
at content. Like
Nah, he is.
what did do 20 some million in 3 days?
Yeah, it's at
That
33
shit
now.
was that shit was wild.
But before that was this. So this
Yes.
walked so the Cat Williams could nigga fly. But shout out to Dr. Umar. I understand where he's coming from. What I got to give props to is Joe Budden because when they were talking and they brought up Eminem, Joe Budden specifically said that Eminem was one of the GOATs, meaning he was one of the greatest to do it. Dr.
Yeah.
Umar didn't hear all the way. He thought he said he was the GOAT. And so he went on that
Mm.
rant about him not being it. But kudos to nobody for cutting him off and correcting him. They just let him cook, get you a nice viral moment.
Right.
People got to
right,
learn
right.
to be patient and let the guests cook, even though they misheard or maybe talking about something that you didn't quite mention. But he let them cook and they got a viral moment out of it. I understand Dr. Umar's point, and I don't know who would have Eminem as number one, honestly. Like, let's be
There's
real.
people out there. You know, it's people out there.
Yeah, I mean, but those are people who Eminem is the only person that they listen to in rap, though. Like, if Eminem's your only rapper that you listen to, then yes, of course you're gonna have the number one. But other than that, I don't think anyone is foolish enough to be like he can't rap or he's never been good or I don't know anybody that would say that. But he's not the GOAT though. He's one of the best though. I give him that for sure. But he's not the GOAT. But to Dr. Umar's point though, for somebody white to be the GOAT, yeah, I don't see that happening either. I'm kind of siding with him. I get where he's coming from.
It's like those same white people that say Larry Bird is the best basketball player ever.
Yeah, they just caping.
Um,
They chose a side. That's fine. But just call it what it is though.
Yeah, I think we may be biased on this to say the GOAT. I wouldn't like so many brothers that have done it, and you got one white dude who's exceptional, and you're gonna give him a title of being like he's number one. I can't see that. I don't
Yeah, no.
feel comfortable digesting that. It's just I would agree with Dr. Umar's point in that. But what I will say is like what you said, you can't deny Eminem's talent either though.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna say that he's not one of the GOATs, as Joe said. It's just it would feel really nasty, pause, if again, all of these people that we know to be great, the Jay-Z's, the Tupacs, the Biggies, the Waynes, like you name the list of people, and for them to say, or for someone to think that, oh well, Eminem's the best because I mean his rhyme patterns and stuff is great, but what this genre is about, and as far as relating and reporting the news and what hip hop started on, it's hard for Eminem to compare with the people that we relate to so much, in my opinion. There may be people out there that can relate to him, but I don't think that that's a strong derivative of hip hop either.
Well, I
So,
mean, I'll
I'm
say
with
this.
Dr. Umar.
I'll say hip hop, and just to be clear, if anybody didn't see the clip, Dr. Umar did say he was talented. He was like, I won't say he can't rap. That's
Right.
silly. I'm just saying he can't be the best, which is I'm agreeing with him. But Eminem is hip hop though. Like he's not like posing. He didn't grow up like Vanilla Ice, nigga, on the on the nice side of the tracks, nigga, and then made up a whole background. Like no, like he relates
Yeah.
more to black people than probably a lot of people think. And he also put a lot of people on. He gives props where props is due. He always talks about the OGs and the people that came before him and the pioneers. So he's not from that perspective. I don't want nobody to get it confused like they thought he was like, because people took that opportunity to be like, yeah, he's a culture vulture, and just start throwing out terms that they hear niggas, and they're just like, just relax, man. You don't like them, that's fine. I don't like them past the first three. So look, I get it, dude, but like, let's keep a level head. But you can't compare him to nobody you just named because they have better catalogs. Number one, they're up there with on skill, songs,
Right.
hits, impact. The whole there is 10 other people that got that. So you can't. I can't make him number one. That'll be insane. And unless you're People Magazine, them the only motherfuckers that'll have him number one.
And a part of rap is how, again, what I said, how people relate to you. Not only how relatable are you to the genre and what you've been through and the story that you can tell, but a major part of rap and why the greats are the greats is how people understood their story.
Yeah.
And it just happens to be a lot more white people, and that's why Eminem's numbers look like that understand that story, but his stories aren't as impactful, in my opinion, as people who I would consider better than him.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
for
he
sure.
don't have stories like a Tupac or a Biggie that I can relate and laugh to and know what he's talking about. I can listen to him and say, "Oh, that's dope, man. He rapped really well on there." It's crazy that he looks at his mom like that, but I can't relate to it. And a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of hip hop is how much I relate to you. So
Nah, it
another
definitely
thing is
checks
I would
out.
say facts. All right.
It's on me, man. Twitter is at it again. Little baby was caught, air quote. I don't even want to say caught. He was filmed boarding a Spirit flight, and Twitter roasted him for that. Ross came to his aid and applauded him for taking a commercial flight. Said that he took private for 10 years and it cost him dearly. Whose side are you on, man? Are you on the people like, why is little baby getting on a Spirit flight, which is looked at as low class flying? Or are you with Ross that's applauding him like, yo, that's a smart business move?
Uh Ross full of shit, man. It's okay to fly commercial. I don't I've never flown private like that. But
Have
even
you flown
I would
Spirit?
judge some. I have once, and
Yeah,
never
me
would I
too.
do it again.
Never,
Yeah, like that. No.
never again.
So I was just about to say, nigga, I would judge a normal person, not even little baby. I'm judging a normal person for flying Spirit, nigga. So I damn so am going to judge little baby for doing it. Like Ross is right. It's okay if little baby could get away with it and he flying or whatever flight. What is it? Domestic? Not even
Yeah,
domestic, international. Yeah, just a commercial flight. Excuse me.
yeah, 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 yeah.
If he's flying, I mean that's fine. Maybe it was last minute. Maybe he couldn't get one, and this is something he had to do real quick. Didn't want to drive, so I just had to grab this ticket. But there's no way if like somebody would have got fired if I was little baby. I'm making this flight and I'm going to get my money. It's cool, but y'all started at Spirit, like it wasn't no Southwest, Delta, Alaskan airline, like none of Atlanta got one of the biggest airports in the world, nigga. I would have flew anything but Spirit, nigga. Like JetBlue didn't have a flight. Like, yeah, come on, bro. Yeah, that's that. I'm judging him, and Ross is full of shit. Ross big ass not getting on a Spirit plane, bro, because you got to pay for like extra room and everything on a Spirit
You
plane.
pay
So
for
that's gonna be even
everything.
more money for Ross. Yeah, you paying for everything. You want a sip of water, dollar, everything, nigga. You might not
Listen,
even get the oxygen mask for free.
hey, that motherfucker going down. You gotta swipe your card to get the oxygen, man.
That's
Nigga.
funny.
Now I will say, I'm with you. Let's not act like everydayers don't get roasted for going on Spirit. Like
Man,
that's a
facts.
common thing. That's a common joke in the culture. Spirit is like soul plane. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a cheap flight. So people look at it that they look at it in terms of who the type of people that are attracted to that price point. And of course, everybody big ups Delta. They look at that as the fancy shit. Like that's just the joke on Black Twitter.
Facts.
I have flown Spirit. I did it one time. Again, unless there's some type of changeover that I ain't got no control or some type of connecting flight, I am choosing not to do that again. That's in last place without question. Nigga, I'm flying every airline you mentioned 3 times over before I hop on another Spirit flight. But shout out to everybody
I might
that's
drive. I might drive
fuck it.
before I take
I might
Spirit.
hitchhike. I might hitchhike before I get on Spirit again, bro. Fuck it.
Ain't no boat. Can I take a
That's
train?
but I will say shout out to Ross for coming to his aid though and listen and because it's funny. I get this off of the jokes, but flying private is expensive. It's
Yeah.
expensive as fuck, especially if you travel as much as an artist like Lil Baby travels. That shit can add up, and then it's all fun and games now, man. You going to Spirit, but then he's on 30 for 30 broke rappers edition, and he spent nigga 100,000 on private flights a month. And then now you laughing at him
Million.
for that.
Yeah.
So you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. But shout out to Ross though. Ross is funny. He get it. I'm here for any Ross input in anything at this point, just because he's funny.
I can't believe as many artists as have had to go through this experience that them niggas haven't pulled together and just got a plane.
But
Like
then
rich people do that
even
shit all
that's
the
tough though,
time.
because people move around at the same time. It's only one plane. That's tough. Like you get to a plane, man. Like Floyd got a plane. That's on go. He got him on speed dial. But if you share that with six other people, nigga, I gotta go to Dubai, nigga. Like fuck, I
Yeah,
gotta get this bag
but
in
it's
Dubai, nigga.
yeah, that makes sense. It seems like it'd be another way. I guess niggas can bust it out. That's why tour buses. I guess it's so
True.
popular. But yeah, yeah, because that do seem like a lot of money to waste. Like if I'm going here from night to night, think if you book 200 and what 65 nights out of the year,
That's what I'm
you're
saying.
going back and forth. Sheesh.
Nah,
Probably 100,000, 10, 15,000 a flight.
no sir.
Yeesh. All right. Next, man, somebody asked Ice T about the video game Def Jam Vendetta, AB, and he said he's not surprised that it's not on the new gaming consoles because one, they didn't get paid the first time, and two, niggas is way more famous now, so the bag that they would need for their name recognition, image, and likeness is going to be a lot more. Two questions: do you believe that, or is it because no one would play it?
No, I definitely believe it. Hip hop has grown immensely in immense popularity since that came out. I know people are asking for it. Can you bring it back? Can you bring it back? I don't know if people want it that bad because I'm gonna be honest. I didn't have it back in the day. I remember
Play
I
this. I thought
played
this
it.
would have been your shit.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Mm.
For whatever reason, I did not cop that, but I have played it before, and it was cool. It was cool. We're not gonna gas it up, but I understand the fun in it. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty dope. Maybe somebody could do it now and make it like super dope PS5 graphics and shit. Had niggas have exclusive songs on it, all that shit. That'd be cool. But what he said was but he doesn't think he got any type of like real money from it last time. It was just a situation where you didn't want to be left out. So you signed your likeness just so you could be in it because everybody else is in it. You don't want to be the nigga that's not in it. He said yesterday's price is not today's price. So having to pay for voice and music rights. Do you see what these catalogs are going for, bro? Niggas getting 75, 80,
Yeah.
90, 100 million for their catalogs, dude. Like it's gonna cost these niggas to put this together, and they not gonna make that money back because niggas ain't playing this game like that. Niggas is waiting on GTA 6, Madden, 2K, and nigga maybe one or
And
two more
college football
franchises, nigga,
and
that have
college.
years built up with cult followings. After that, bro, it's quiet on video games. I'm gonna keep it a stack.
And college coming back. Niggas waiting on that too.
Don't
We'll
nobody want
see.
that shit.
2014. It's been 10 years. It's back. Commercial
Look
come
how
on
long it
tonight.
took them to get that shit back, Craig.
Yeah, but they supposed to got it right this time. Um, yeah, I mean, people may have been asking about it, but I don't think it's like the demand in there for it. I don't think I wouldn't think as far as like what you was just explaining, as much as you got to put out probably in order to make your money back, and you got famous rappers on here, like if you want to put the Waynes and all of these famous people on here, it's not going to be as lucrative as you would want it to be. I'm not sure how much. I know, like you said, niggas that listen to hip hop and Madden that may coincide and 2K. But once you start getting into the other genres, I'm not sure of how much hip hop that they would grab. Like, yeah, the video game niggas is gonna buy, but how much niggas is just listening to hip hop would say, hey, I'm gonna try this out because this is hip hop oriented. I don't usually play video games.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the problem that most of them wouldn't cross over to get. So yeah, I don't think people are looking to play this. No one, just a couple people, small segment, niche, very niche.
This came out in 2003. Then a sequel
Ooh,
came
turn
out,
up.
Def Jam Fight for New York in '04. Then one more came out on PlayStation Portable. Listen, man. Ice-T talking about so many people hit me up. No, like three people tweeted you. It just felt like a lot because they were concurrent. That's all. There's not that many people that want to play the game, and they damn sure not asking to play as you, respectfully. Like, let's be clear. Who would be
That's
in it
funny as
though?
hell.
That's the question.
Two
Because I'll tell you who
Chains
was
is
in the. I'm gonna tell you who was
one.
in the second one.
Tell me who was in another.
Scarface, Little Flip, Memphis Bleak, Luda, Busta Rhymes, Bubba Sparks, Mobb Deep, Fat Joe, Snoop, Lil Kim, Ice T, Exhibit Noriega.
That's solid right there, though.
Now that's killing.
That's really solid.
I ain't mad at that. The first one, Method Man, Luda, Keith Murray, Joe Budden, DMX,
Yeah,
Scarface, Dub C, damn,
that's
Funkmaster
funny.
Flex, and Capone.
No way. Capone was the most surprising name that I heard you say out of all everybody list.
Capone and Noriega were both in there.
That was strictly off of Nori. I knew when you would have, I knew when you would have two chains. Game would be in there. Slim Thug. Think
Nah, I
Slim
don't
Thug
believe
big enough
that.
to make it? Ain't no Slim Thug in there.
Nah.
Ain't no Slim Thug.
You don't want to sell no copies, nigga. And that's my guy.
Yeah, I'm 2 Chain in games. 2 Chain game.
You'd have to have Wayne, Lil Baby. You got to get
Wayne
some of
would
the
be on that little
young. Well,
baby. The
he not young.
Migos. The
Who?
Migos. All of the Migos. The
Okay, yeah, that'd be
Migos.
hard.
All of them would be on there. Um, damn. Yo, boy, Rod Wave would definitely be on there. Rod Wave had a splash finishing move. Um,
No
damn,
way.
who else?
This game some slaw. You put
Jack
together a
Harlow.
slaw game.
Jack Harlow would definitely be on there.
They'd have to.
They would push him on there.
They got to.
Probably Benny the Butcher.
That'd be hard
Um,
though. Cause they like
yeah,
wrestling too. Like all the Griselda fuck with the
yeah, they
wrestling
like
shit. That'd
wrestling.
be
All the
hard.
Griselda, yeah, the whole Griselda team.
That'd be
They like
hard.
wrestling. That'll be on there. Yeah, you could make it work though. And
Vince
still though, I'm not
Staples.
sure that would be funny. Get Vince on there, but I'm still not even sure how much like people would. It would be cool, but would people really like invest and go buy it? Would they download that for the 59.99 or whatever game it
That's
costs
what I'm
nowadays?
saying. Now they did do a third one. My bad. They did a third one and came out on PS3 called Def Jam Icon. I swear I don't remember this. Big Boy, Bun B, E40, T.I., Paul Wall, Mike Jones, Ludacris. Ludacris is in all three. God damn. Jeezy, The Game, Ghostface, Sean Paul, Fat Joe. I don't remember. I swear to you, I don't remember this game.
I ain't no Jeezy that made it on it. Jeezy would definitely be one too. That's hilarious. What year was that?
Oh 06? Oh 07.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the story mode was build a label.
I don't know. I mean, I get like for the hip hop nerds and gaming nerds, I guess it would be a match like a dream come true. But I don't see it crossing over. Like it would be like me and you saying, like, damn, I didn't know they made that. That's cool.
I
Look
swear
up a
I
couple
do not
clips,
remember that. I gotta look up
look
clips,
up a
bro. Look
couple
at
clips on YouTube, and then it's over.
I'm looking up clips, dude. Jeezy versus Game. Bro, man, that's crazy. I don't remember this shit.
You definitely would have bought it if you had known about it. What year
Nah,
was
not
that?
in
Oh
'06.
six.
Nah. GTA took over by then. It was a wrap.
Oh, that's hilarious. So one more before we get to the wins and losses. A B. Meek Mill. Meek Mill came out and said, I'm too rich to choose sides in beef. I'm a source for prosperity and not violence. This comes from him, I think, posting a picture of some local, more local to Philadelphia than national. I don't want to diss him and say they local groups, but some Philadelphia street politics. It seemed like he posted one dude, another dude was mad at him for it. There in Philly, and he said he shouldn't have to worry about this. I'm here to provide money and prosperity to my people, not add fuel to your beast. AB, what do you think about this stance?
I respect Meek Mill for what he said. He said, bro, I'm too rich to choose sides. Real street niggas know that. I'm a source for people in the trenches. I'm a source to plugs, to money. So I may post you to help your brand. Nigga, he said, if we don't have a direct problem, don't even think about what side I'm on. I'm on Dream Chaser side, bro. That's it. I'm minding my own business. Every so often, I may post another nigga just so that they can get access to who I got, whatever that does. If that helps them sell extra 1,000 t-shirts, nigga, coffee mugs, whatever the fuck niggas got going on, we only doing positive shit. Do not put me in no street beef, nigga. I don't even live in Philadelphia streets no more. I'm in here in Calabasas, nigga, down the street from Kim K and Drake, nigga. I'm right in between these two motherfuckers. Like I'm far removed from that shit. So don't think this is some sneak diss and shit. I'm trying to be slick. I'm not in it. My name is Bennett and I ain't in it. And you should know that, dude. You shouldn't want me in it, nigga. I'm the nigga putting on for Philly, dude. I'm the biggest voice here, nigga, next to Kevin Hart and Will Smith. Why the fuck would you want me in it? I respect his stance. I know people are gonna clown him because he's Meek Mill and he does goofy shit once every 6.5 months. But this is not one of them things. I thought he kept it a buck.
Hmm. You're right. It is a great thing to say. It sounds fantastic, and it's a perspective that he's afforded to have because he has made it. He is in a position where if a nigga can tell you he rich, can back it up. I think that Meek Mill can. Yeah, I can say because I'm rich, I don't want to do that. where people will attack him for and where people will give him the side eyes, though, you said you came up in this, so you know it's deeper than that. You can't say, oh, I'm throwing this nigga a oop and I'm beefing with this nigga. Now he got the ups on me because of the oop that you threw him. You just put me at a disadvantage. And I know that's getting into the boroughs of the street. And that's like me said, that's over my pay grade. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Yeah.
However, there are still going to be niggas that do give a fuck about that who have not made it to the place that Meek Mill has made it to and will rightfully see this as a spite because it does put them at a disadvantage if they beefing with a nigga. And now this nigga got Meek Mill plugs. Now this nigga got access to shit that Meek Mill got. Now I'm at a supreme disadvantage when this nigga could come back outside gunning for me and he done had access to all of that shit. So again, Meek Mill knows this. And that's why he came out and said this and tried to absolve himself from this. He knows when I post this nigga here, the reaction that it's going to get. Niggas have gone through this throughout history. This shit happened with Pac. This shit happened with Gucci, man. This shit just happened with Jeezy. Like, this happens. But Meek Mill can't absolve himself from it. It gotta be so, like, if you're gonna say I'm not the person who's getting in the beef, then you gotta be there to help solve the problem. You can't just throw your hands up and say, well, what I did had a cause and effect, and that put this other dude at a disadvantage, but I just expect him to look over it because I'm not in the streets no more. Them niggas is still in the streets. So if you're gonna do something, try to squash it versus absolving yourself from any no blame because you did something that wasn't kosher with the other side.
Man, I put it like this: especially if I'm not actively in it. Now, who's to say if Meek is actively aware of all the shit that everybody got going on in Philly? I don't know how
He got
deep
niggas
he is.
around him though, AB. Like, don't do
No,
that. Like, he
possibly.
still hang with he hang with niggas that's outside of the mix. That's how the shit goes. Like, he may be removed 2 or 3 people, but it's niggas in his circle that know what's up. And probably
If
pulled him to the side and told him, even if it was after the fact, hey, bro, you know, that's such and such. And they're like, oh, for real? I ain't even know. That's my little homie. Too late now.
if I put it like this, if the nigga that he put on, that he put a picture up of, or whatever the case, or promoted his business or whatever, if he's still on that, let me go rub it in the face of my ops, even though my business just got put on, and you should be getting emails and orders or whatever the fuck he just put, and you still talking about this other shit, then that's on you then. That's on him. That man, you can't tell a nigga shit. He tried.
Well, think about what type of business we talking about though, man. We might just be talking about rappers. Like, I'm not
That's
sure of
true.
exactly what these niggas do. So now rap is another type of business. Like, now all that means is I got more support than this other nigga that I was beefing with. Now more people side with me. So, like, yeah, you're right. You're 100% right if we're talking about a legitimate business. But if we talking about niggas that he just co-signed this still rapping and trying to be bigger artists than they ops, you can't play both sides, bro. You just can't do it and then try to absolve yourself from it. It
Yeah,
sounds good. Your boy D1 reached out to him and said it was great, it's commendable. Because
I
he
seen that.
criticized him before. So
Yeah. It just sounds like a cycle. Somebody got to break the cycle. Is all
yeah,
I'm saying.
Meek Mill is the one to break the cycle. If you are wise enough to acknowledge that what you did may have caused some type of rift, then you should be trying to solve that problem. That's how I look at it. That may not be like Meek Mill may not have that type of time. It may not what he's on, but if I were looking at it that way, and I know that this rift came, and I would help try to solve that problem versus saying I ain't got nothing to do with that. And that's what it sounds like he's saying.
Who's to say that him giving dude a platform big like makes the problem worse? It could have an adverse effect. It depends on how dude will handle it.
True.
And if other dude a hater,
that's the thing. And what we're talking about now, there's too many variants for him to throw his hands up and be like, you know what, I'm just rich. Nigga, we all wish we was rich and didn't have to worry about any of this shit. Absolutely. Congratulations. But you still have to or should be able to, like you said, I should be able to affect this in another type of way than I just took a picture with a nigga. Now I'm mad that I'm getting backlash. And I know I kicked Meek Mill back in a lot on here. Again, I do respect what he's saying because I get that he's saying I'm not on that ignorant shit no more. I get all of that. However, it's just people under you that are. And like, you can't wash your hands and absolve yourself from it. Shit, look what Young Thug got now.
Yeah,
So
that's a fact.
yeah.
Man, let's get to these
Thanks.
wins or these losses. Your man's Fab is back active. He's dropped three,
Yeah.
four joints in the last couple of weeks. Ben's Giving, Illuminati, OSHA Freestyle, and Selfish. Are you here for these Fab Lucy's?
Yes, this is where it was at. This reminds me of Soul Tape Fab. Like he been in his bag, punchlines hitting like they have used to hit, styled in the videos with the Benzes and shit. Like it all is legit. I love it. I love to see Fab back active. I'd be here for a cool mixtape or something that he could drop around this time. He like to do his thing around Valentine's Day as far as dropping music. So yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm here for it too. That's if you ain't got time, you can only listen to one of those. Please click on that Selfish Freestyle. He murdered
Mm,
that shit. God damn, he
facts,
was snapping on that Fab back in his bag. The fit's kind of still
facts.
mid though. He got to get back in his fit bag though.
What do you think about him throwing a shot in one of them at his daughter, the
I didn't catch
daughter-in-law?
that.
Basically he said he said something to the nature of, and I'm paraphrasing here. I've been taking care of you and your moms your whole life, and
Oh,
you want to comment under an Instagram picture over something light or
yeah, I
something
did
like
remember. I
that.
did hear that.
Yes, he was talking about Emily's daughter
Nobody
in
wins when the
comment.
family feuds. That's all I got.
That's funny.
Um, Next up, man, another win or a loss. Your man Ja Rule said he just signed a new
Mm.
record deal that is worth up to $100 million. Got a new album coming out, Pain is Love 2, and he just broke
Stop,
ground on
man.
a school in Ghana. It's a win or a loss for Ja Rule. All three of them might have been
Kept
lies.
it kept getting worse.
Yeah,
You see,
tough.
it kept getting worse with all of them. I thought it was bad when you said he signed a record deal. Then you told me the amount. Then you told me he pulling a Dr. Umar. That's insane.
Yeah, that was nasty.
I'll I'll bring it back around to that. I mean, if I guess if he sells diamond and he's being optimistic
Man,
and
he
he's
wouldn't
saying
probably
if I
wouldn't
go
even get that.
diamond, if I go diamond, I get 100 million. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. Or maybe it was with the Saudis. The Saudi Arabians is paying people and shit. Maybe that's it, and that's how he's getting 100 million. I don't want to be a pocket watcher, count his pockets. If he did get it, good for him. But saying it like I don't think nobody believes you, Ja Rule, even if it's true at this point in your career, nobody believes it. Nobody wants their pain is love too.
No.
And versus just building in Ghana, you can just give Umar a donation or help him out. And y'all just build the school here, dude. Like black American kids need to go to school too. Why niggas gotta go all the way to Ghana to build a school? This is a loss everywhere.
Yeah, number one, the deal worth 100 million. This is like Ricky Williams' first incentive deal. Like nigga had to make the Pro Bowl, win the Super Bowl, win Rookie of the
Be
Year, win
MVP.
Offensive Player of the Year. Nigga break the rushing record. Nigga, you gotta do all of this, nigga, to get them 100 million. Bro, there's nothing. If this nigga signed a deal worth 100 million or up to 100 million, these are the most. I would love to read the details, nigga, because that shit is impossible. He'd have to go diamond in a day, opening week, nigga, to get that 100 million, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants to hear Pain is Love too. He Somebody might be selling him on some bullshit. He fell for the Fire Festival shit.
That
He had his
it might
name
be the same.
tatted in
Yeah,
his head because he fell
this
for
might be
that
the same people
bullshit.
that did the Fire Festival. I got a label now.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you $100 million.
Fire
Okay, cool.
Records, nigga. He got a label now. And then fell for the shuck again.
That's
Come on,
hilarious.
bro.
That's hilarious.
Last one, man. Win or loss. Uncle Murder does his annual wrap up. As you know, Skills no longer does it. So Uncle Murder did it again this time. He did a little different though. He split it up into three different parts. Win or loss, man. A three-part series wrap up.
Man, took skill shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, he did.
This was too much, bro. Like, all right, like, man, it's just some shit. Everything don't need to make it, bro. Like you stretching the too thin, you doing too much, putting three, like put the one out. If the motherfuckers didn't make it, they didn't make it. But trying to extend your 15 minutes of fame is disgusting.
Yeah.
It is disgusting putting it out three different parts. Like I get it, somebody probably was in his ear from a content standpoint, but no, this is gross. Just put the one out. If it got to be 20 minutes and make it 20 minutes, but you breaking them up, that does nothing for me. And it didn't even sound like he wasn't. It was something off about it this year. It sounded like,
Yeah.
I mean, he hadn't rapped in a while because he said he'd
Tour.
been on tour, but yeah,
Yeah.
this one wasn't. It didn't quite. It was like the Luther curl. Never
Yeah,
quite
I
really.
agree. He usually comes through. He usually delivers. I
Yeah.
actually liked having both versions because I liked Uncle Murder's kind of he kind of takes it from a disrespectful standpoint,
Yeah. He
which
being
is
funny.
in some instances more entertaining, which got more shock value. And his skills just came from like a technical standpoint because he can rap. I like both, having both options. I don't need three from one nigga. I don't need three from either one of them. Nigga, give me
Facts.
one. You can make it 6, 7 minutes. I get it. If we had a long year, Puff had a whole bunch of shit going on. That's 10 bars right there. I get it. No, don't give me 3 parts. I ain't even listened to the second. I listened to the first one, and I was like,
I
okay, that
cut
was
the second one
cool.
off midway through.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
know.
And I found out he had part two and part three. I was like, bro, I'm not investing that much. Nobody wants to hear from you outside. You got one thing, bro. You got one job, bro. One job.
Yes.
Do the wrap up at the end
Mhm.
of the year over a fire ass sample, Anita Baker, or whoever you're gonna flip this year, and just give us some funny, disrespectful shit. He failed the mission. Come on, bro. That's a big
And
L.
two, like you said, you got one job, bro. You could have started this shit in November. At least getting the cadence and the rhyme scheme and all that shit. Now, nigga, it sound like you recorded that shit last night, bro.
Tough.
Like, oh damn, I gotta do the wrap up, man. You hit record. Like, nigga, what?
Yeah,
How you
no.
sound like that? All I was beating shit. Your Uncle Murder dropped the ball. This shit,
It's the
man.
one time we
I hope
paying attention to Uncle
somebody,
Murder, dude. A year. One time.
somebody else needs to get in
I
on
agree.
this. Yeah, somebody need
Simba
to
need
take
to
over the
take it over,
cloud.
bro.
That would be fire because he was a nigga doing the NFL shit,
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
Facts. Yeah, Simba need to do that. But then you get, I think why new artists would be scared because you're gonna be clumped
Typecast.
into being that one nigga. Yeah, that nigga to do the wrap up there. Yeah.
That's
So
true. Possibly. He just got to. He just don't make that the only thing you do. That's it.
facts.
But it's wide open for the taking though. Uncle Murder better watch out. On Decker of the week, first one of the year. We're going to YouTube. Shout out to Royal Diamond. Commented on the last episode. He said the epitome of mid is crazy. LOL. He said, man, my album drops on New Year's. Nothing but real fire. Fuck with me. Shout out to Royal Diamond, man. Y'all check out this
Shout out to Roy
project.
Diamond, man. Y'all go check that out.
Absolutely. Shout out to Mr. Abney. Said good show. Thank you very much. And shout out to The Numbers, our latest subscriber. Appreciate that, y'all. Go to youtube.com/OnDeckTV show. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, do all that good shit. What you got put on, man?
I hope I'm not stealing yours, but my put on is you on a game show, and I need the people to know what that clip was because I I want to know what it was. Please tell me how that happened and what that was.
Hey, shout out to it's a game show on TMZ called Who the Bleep Is That? It's like
Yeah,
a celebrity base. You got to guess who the puzzle is before it's got 3 contestants. It was pretty fun, man. I had a blast. We
yeah.
filmed that in like August though. It was a while ago.
But it's gonna come out now, right?
It's
Yeah,
it's uh, it's out now, man, on TMZ. I think I'm episode like 260 or some shit. But
That's
that
dope,
was
man.
fun, man. I didn't realize how much fun I was gonna have, honestly.
That's really dope. Y'all go check that out. That's my put on, man. What you
Definitely
have?
dog walked them 2 gals on there too. I took no prisoners, nigga. Uh,
Did you
my
win?
put
Nah, no
on.
spoilers. No spoilers.
Yeah,
Y'all go
yeah,
check it
yeah.
out.
No spoilers, man. Y'all just go check it out. Um, who the bleep is that? I'm episode 270. Y'all check it out. Um, my put on. I binged the show. My back has been killing me, so I've been on bed rest for like a week. This shit is getting
Mhm.
old. It's some slaw. Do not ever hyperextend y'all back. Um, old as fuck. So I've been watching a lot of TV. Shout out to Apple TV Plus. I watched a show called the After Party with what's your girl name? Tiffany Haddish and a couple of other people in it. I watched season one. It's a murder mystery who done it. It's 8 episodes, but each
Oh,
episode is done in a different genre of film. So she's the detective and she pulls everybody to the side to tell their account of what happened. While they're telling their account, it's done in a different style. So one of them is like a romantic comedy, one of them is like a murder mystery, one of them is like an action movie, one of them. So it's all done in different
that's
styles of
fine.
movies. So it's a cool concept. I'm not saying it's the greatest show of all time. I'm just saying it's worth a watch. And the episodes are 30 minutes with the exclusion of the first one. So it's an easy watch.
Tiffany Haddish? That
Yeah.
gotta be old. That ain't nothing new, is it?
I think it's relatively new. I mean, shit, Apple TV Plus, nigga, is 3 years old. Nigga, that shit new as fuck.
The quietest kept Apple Plus is cooking. Like
I don't
I did
believe
my
it.
top 10. Crazy. I did my top 10 show list at frames per second. Y'all go check that out. I think all 3 of my top 10 may have been. Well, I know at least my top 2 were.
Okay.
From Apple Plus. That was Slow Horses, which was tied with The Bear, which is on FX, and Shrinking. Did you ever
I heard
Shrinking?
about that. I haven't watched it though.
Man, I can't believe you ain't watched it. You're fucking. It's really good. But yeah, those are my top 2. Apple Plus has some shit on it.
Shrinking. The fuck is that about?
Yes. Man, you gonna know. We talked about it in the chat. I think everybody watched it, probably but you.
I have heard about it though. I might check it out.
Really, yeah, and they 30-minute episodes too.
Now you have my attention.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's about a shrink. So he's a psychiatrist and just them dealing with mental health, but it ain't in no corny, too depressing type of way. It's like dark comedy, but not really dark, but it still got some dark. You're like, damn, it's cool as hell.
I'm gonna fuck with it, man. Last one real quick. I do have one more. I'm reading this book right now called, shout out to Big Jeff, he put me on it. It's called Essentialism. Shout out to the library app, Libby. You can listen to free audiobooks on there. That's what I'm listening to it on. Pretty dope book. Talks about how to cut out the non-vital shit in your life and only focus on the essential stuff. Like it's really good with time management and stuff. It's pretty dope. So far, so good. And it's not that long either. I'm halfway done. I should be wrapped up by the end of the week. So check out Essentialism if you need to figure out how to juggle a whole bunch of things at once without dropping them.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy.
On that note,
holy.
Hey man, y'all let us know in the comments what's y'all top 5 albums from 2023 and give us 1 or 2 albums you're looking forward to this year. IG, On Deck TV show. Anything else before we get out of here?
No, we out, man. We appreciate y'all guys joining us. Looking forward to a prosperous year. We out.
Yes, sir.